Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Tom Plays EU4 for absolute beginners. We're back with Great Britain, and the fight for the Americas continues. We are once again at war with Portugal. So, at present, we have 3 armies, all converging on this one army. We're drastically down in manpower. These are all supposed to be 50k each. And we've also got a naval battle coming. Although it does look like they're running away, which is always a good sign. Just thinking if we can cause them a few problems. I actually want our navy to head back over to Europe. Okay, they're running away. Understandable, if a bit annoying. Right. Let's head through there. If we can catch them, that's great, but if not, I'm happy to just take them back to Europe. Would have liked to have caught that army, but I'm going to concentrate on taking land at the moment. It's not like our armies don't need some recovery anyway. We're going to rely on France and hopefully Austria to defeat Portugal in Europe. But if they start having problems, we will hire some mercenaries. I want to see how far we can get without hiring mercenaries, or at least without bankrupting ourselves. So we could certainly hire some, because our income is huge at the moment. Did they just like sneak around us? That's really annoying. Clearly I need to give them a bit more attention down there. Right, so with that in mind, because we can clearly afford some mercenaries, let's at least get something. Gascon Musket Company, maybe? And who else? We'll take another loan. We'll do free Swiss Guard. Okay. So put together, I think they equal a normal... I think these ships move too fast. It seems to take forever when I'm actually watching them. And the minute I look away, they've all gone where I wanted them to go, and the ship I was actually after defeating has happily disappeared somewhere. Let's pull you in. So we do want this to fall. I need to make sure none of our armies get wiped out. We need to bring this war score down for one thing. Okay, that looks good. It looks like they defeated them before we even got there, which is good. It looks like France is doing well. So, excellent. So yeah, really the objective here is to completely defeat them in the north. Because the big advantage of not having too many mercenary armies, so that we're losing money, is that we can take our time, basically. Wear them down. If you remember, we got the Pope to proclaim a holy war, so we've currently got a higher manpower recovery speed. May not be enough, because we are up against multiple nations, but then we do also have Newfoundland. Can we? Oh, we can. Make some more colonies. Brilliant. Okay, that's good. Okay, the nobility are very disloyal. But hopefully they'll recover as things progress. That's fine. Looks like we're increasing the size of British Alaska as well, which is great. I'll give you guys an admiral. I think giving trade fleets an admiral just effectively makes them better at what they do, but I don't usually bother because I can't pin them down, but seeing as they happen to be important at the moment, I figured I'd just quickly give them an admiral. Leave it be. Okay, so this all looks really good. So I think Kazan, right, that could be bad. Castile restored the revolution, but we have a revolution in Kazan, and we're not going to be able to do anything about it. So that has a bunch of negative effects, I think, although we may not have them yet. I'm sure they'll show up. On the plus side, they'll be just as much of a pain for Portugal as for us. Looks like our colonial nations are defeating people quite handily, which is excellent. Changes stable government, so we can lose prestige or lose admin power. Might lose admin power this time. Okay, so this is the negative effects of there being a revolution in the world. So we get more national unrest. It's harder to increase stability, not a problem right now. And our prestige goes down. That is the problem. The prestige goes down very, very quickly. So quickly that we may actually have to try to declare war on them anyway, or something. Okay. Well, that's a bit of a problem. Still, there's a limit to what we can do. I'd rather keep on with the siege we have at the moment. I'll try and bring these mercenary armies over to the Americas, because it doesn't look like France needs us at all. Oh, brilliant. A military idea, which will not be a bad thing. Okay. Not entirely surprisingly, they finished the siege first. It may just be perception, but the computer always seems to win sieges faster than human players. Okay, that's nearly at full, so I think we can risk trying to bring them over. If this would kindly stop spamming. Actually, let's not bring them there. Let's bring them there. Right, so we can repay that. I will... Ooh, yes, we're going to need the prestige. Normally I would probably go for the military benefits, but prestige is going to be dropping so quickly now with the revolution that I think 25 prestige is a bit too good to ignore. Africa. I don't think we have an army in Africa now. No, got some trade ships which they may force to take off. But otherwise, it's fine. France is in Africa now anyway. So, brilliant. Okay, they're running away, so I'm going to pursue. Oh, there they are. Don't want to get too excitable on the pursuing people front. In fact, I don't think we're going to catch them. I think we should turn around and try to help with that siege again. Take a couple of bits of land while we're at it. Repay another loan. Well, that's a bit of a problem. I don't have any realistic way to fight or avoid that enemy. Okay, definitely need to slow down a bit. Right. I'm not seeing any particular reason to worry as of yet, so perhaps we can focus on trying to free up British Mexico, because it actually looks like the whole taking land thing is being taken care of for us. Let's get our mercenary armies over here as well. Send you back. So basically, as you lose provinces, you lose all of the tax, and I think the manpower that comes from them. So taking these provinces is definitely worthwhile, because it weakens, I mean in this case, Portuguese Mexico. So, literally wearing them down. But thankfully it looks like our colonial nations have got the idea, so we don't particularly need to worry about it. So we can focus on trying to defeat them in wars, because that's what's going to increase our war score. But when we're going to win, they are going to try to run away from us, and I don't want to waste all of our time chasing them. So quite happy to also take land. I might try to gather our troops together. It'd be nice to get the mercenary army in before we start fighting, really, seeing as we're paying for them. But at the same time, we also don't want to be waiting around forever. Little worried about this one. Because they're not running away, so we might be about to lose, but we'll see. Looks like it's going to be in 2 different bits. That was close. It can be a bit disastrous if you lose before the reinforcements arrive. Ooh, good grief. Speaking of. Phew, right, bailed out by the colonial nations there. So, yes. Nope. Hang on. Let's go and help. I was going to stay put while we're there anyway. They want help against Aragon. Not a chance in hell, sorry. Possibly I should have done on the grounds that Austria would fight it for us and we'll have lost a load of prestige, which we can't afford to lose. But I was just really annoyed at the terrible timing there. This was not having it. But yeah, possibly should have agreed to that one. Austria would probably have dealt with it for us. Never mind. Actually, Austria have got really low morale there, so maybe they have their own problems. Which is surprising. Yeah, no problem. I probably should have said no. Poor Albania. Apologies. In my defence, we do have some rather big problems to deal with over here. A whole bunch of free diplomats that I really ought to be using. There's only really France who isn't at plus 200 though. can certainly do them. And we've got Friesland. Who are your allies? Okay, that's a bit less useful for us, really. Ming. Interesting. We've got a better chance with Siam, really. Let's start spying on Norway again. Who else? Munster? You never know. Might be useful. Alright, where are we up to? Just doing a siege, that's fine. Thinking our ships should really be out, making Portugal's life miserable. If possible, it's not much, but it's at least a little bit of help we can provide to France. So there are some armies up there. Which is a nuisance. We've already got a positive war score though, so that's something. So I suppose it's whether the colonial nations can handle those armies or whether we ought to go up and help. Because our other option would be sieging some of these castles. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is when we usually get the colonial assembly starting. Right, I think we need to go up here. So I'm not sure why we can't. Right, colonial assemblies, that's fine. Yeah, they're all going to do it now. Not as worried as I would be. Although, to be fair, Newfoundland's quite extreme. We at least keep very good relations with all of our colonies. So I'm hoping it might be more of a problem for Portugal. But anyway. British Mexico fully freed up. So that's something. Let's just stop short a bit there. See if we can make a new claim on Friesland. Yep. Ooh, okay. Right, so they've changed their mind about stacking us, which is good. Unfortunately, we're now heading away. Military alliance our enemy, Portuguese, Brazil. I was under the impression they were all our enemies. So I'm not sure why that's relevant. So this is still good because anytime we win a battle, our war score is going to improve. Please stop flashing up in front of me so I can't do things. So any of these armies we can attack, especially the bigger ones. Is really going to help. Imperialism. I've had imperialism before. It's like a really good casus belli, which you get when you get more advanced. I think you get it on any nation that's significantly less powerful. That's good. I'm surprised they actually pretty much walked into that. Worcester General. Right. Okay. Let's make a new one. This army we need to take down if we possibly can. Keeping the time fairly slow. I think, yeah, that's not worth it. The ability dislike us already, and I don't particularly want a massive revolt. Thank you. Okay, so they were walking into us, and they're still walking into us. Unfortunately, our morale is still quite low. You found them like us better. That's good. See, I'm now wondering whether the Portuguese Empire is fracturing, and that's why we're getting all of these alliances. Maybe Portugal isn't running all these countries anymore. Well, our morale's looking bad. Maybe defensive ideas wasn't such a bad idea. One of the big advantages is the improvement to morale, which is less useful later in the game. Robert Walpole. Shame we probably can't actually, we probably can afford him, can't we? Yeah, we should probably start switching back to +3 advisors soon. I'm forgetting just how rich we are. Right, let's head up here, because I need some time for morale to recover. Oh, good grief, right, we've taken too long to attack Norway. I'm not even sure attacking them would be enough. So that's going to upset the nobility even more. Oh well. It's really annoying. Couldn't be helped though. Right. Yes, we could actually afford better advisors. So maybe he's a good place to start. Diplomatic reputation. Yeah, we're down to 25 loans now. And our morale has more or less recovered. So, let's head back down and help. It's a bit of a wasted trip, but nonetheless. And France has taken all of that land. So let's move over here just to make their lives more difficult. How's Albania doing? Still hanging in there at least. see if we can force an actual battle. Actually, let's just head there. I don't want to go too far south. I need to bring the armies back together. Give it a little padlock. No. Okay, apparently they're not going there, they're going here. They seem to be staying put for some reason. Oh no, no, they're off. So I don't know if we'll actually catch them or not, or any of them if there's more than one army. The crossed swords doesn't always mean you're going to catch them. It means there's an upcoming battle, but I've known armies to still manage to get away. Well, this is not one of those times, which is good. The higher we get this war score, the more land we can claim at the end. So Walpole will actually help with that because he's a... go away. He's a diplomatic reputation advisor, which generally allows you to... are they offering... Prata, Portuguese Peru, this all looks pretty good to me. Let's accept it. Okay, so is there any chance at all that we still have time to make a war on Norway? Can I get my ship back? Oh, brilliant. Okay, cool. So, we're probably going to have to make war more or less straight away. How long do we have? (31). In theory, we don't even need to take land from Frisia. Will we be fighting? Not Frisia anymore. New Norway, Bremen, Pomerania. Alright, let's do it. Might be dangerous, but I suspect Austria weren't that involved in the last fight, so they can get involved in this one. France, of course, has a lot of armies out of the way. We will have lost our manpower recovery, and we'll still be losing buckets of prestige, unfortunately. But there's a limit to what we can do. So unfortunately we're no longer going to be able to build a colonial nation out of this war, but on the plus side it means we might be able to finish it in time, because we just have to take enough land from Norway and get them to make peace. Okay, that's unfortunate. Probably already sent my ships away, so... can't be helped. It's not like we actually need ships to attack Norway anyway, in theory. Certainly don't need them to attack Pomerania, which I think is the big ally that they have. Bremen and... that's a new one. Penobscot. Okay, well let's just check Bremen, who's around here somewhere. Okay, something's gone wrong with my German geography. Attempt to avert it. Oh, there we are. Cool, so they're all one prominent nation. Ah, right. Okay, I'm pretty sure our colonial nations will handle that for us. Let's try and spread these out so we're not taking damage. I mean, in theory, I should probably take the mercenary armies over first anyway. I am going to force them to lower their prices because it reduces their influence. Sell from Aragon. Sure. Definitely use any prestige we can get at the moment. Entirely sure where that clicked off then. Okay, you grab the mercenary army. Let's see if we can get that to Norway without being trashed by their navy. Although actually it looked like Brittany were doing pretty well against them. So hopefully we'll be fine. Might want to boost the power of his navy after this war though. Oh, that's a point. We need to make more claims on Portuguese nations, don't we? Let's try and make a bit of movement into Mexico. That would be good. Maybe a bit into Brazil as well. What's British Prime doing? We're getting there. Right, yeah, this is what I was afraid of. This is why we need to get an army over there. Fast as we can. So you two load up there, and I'm just going to try and head straight for the Norwegian mainland, straight for Stavanger. Because whoever's defeated our army may be heading over there to finish the job. Pomerania, right, okay. If we could get them to pull out, that would be brilliant, but at the moment, I don't think we've got any of their land, so it doesn't seem likely. But as long as they're not too... oh, good grief, right. Okay, well, we better try, because we're going to lose all those troops. So, as well as the usual thing where we're gaining things, we've got an option to offer tribute. But yeah, that's not an option. I can offer them money, but that may not be enough. Will not betray their ally for gold. Right. Okay. Can't be helped. We're going to lose our army. It's either going to just be destroyed on the spot, or it's going to ping pong back and forth between the two of them. It's going to ping pong back and forth between the two of them. If anything, I think that's a more depressing way to lose the army. Kind of questioning whether I want the mercenaries to go there now. And if there was any chance of saving this army, then yes, but if they're just going to run back and forth and get destroyed. Oh, that's good. Those troops are withdrawing. It's not going to be enough though, is it? Really need those ships to reappear. This really feels mean. There they go. Completely destroyed. Right, in that case, let's at least temporarily divert the mercenary army. Well, I think. What's this? Economic planning. So we can reduce debt, or we can do tax reform. I am actually not as worried about the debt, so let's do tax reform so we don't lose prestige. Because we're actually making some pretty good progress on our loans. Pretty close to full. So let's head over and help Austria with this siege. I suppose we could even do this siege. I just question whether this army is going to be big enough on their own. On the other hand, maybe we should drop them off before having a naval battle. Because that is a very big navy. So yeah, maybe for safety. I mean, okay, the mercenary army might get wiped out, but it doesn't cost us in the same way that it cost us to lose our own troops. It does look like they're trying to avoid a battle, so that's kind of hopeful. You got to remember, with Pomerania, quite a big nation, the only thing we really want is them to pull out of the war. So white peace is fine. They're effectively our big problem at the moment. Need to remember to rebuild that army as well. I'd quite like to bring another army over. Let's leave it for now though. I can always hire another mercenary army if need be, or I suppose we could even... Oh no, we can't build another army yet, we've got no manpower. Tariffs on cloth. Right, British Peru. Let me just check. 19. No, we've taxed them before. Lost Siege of Stavanger, that's fine. Not surprised. Okay, we might be able to make a claim on something Portuguese though, like Portuguese Peru maybe. How about we fill in this last little bit? There we go. Yeah, so that's not good. Can we run away? We can't. Our army is completely stuck. So that's going to be another army we lose completely. This is going well. So yeah, they've just been wiped off the map because they couldn't run away. Okay. And get some more mercenaries. I was worried about that. That was one of the reasons I was getting the mercenaries. Too late now though. I'm going to go for knowledge as power. That's free company. They'll need a general, but that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, that's good. I don't think there are any other places around here, so once this colony is finished, we will see if there's anywhere else down here. I don't think there is though. I think that might be the end. Okay, assign a general. The general promptly dies. Ooh! That's our first 3-star general. Brilliant. Might be useful. Okay, let's see if we can get over there and actually do something to help. Finally making a bit of headway. Alright, tell you what, I'll go and take Bremen out. Let's see if we can actually make any progress. So apparently it's a very good castle. Ooh, who's this? No, not that keen. Very interested in peace with Bremen though. Not Bremen, Pomerania. Brilliant. I was actually considering whether we could maybe vassalize Bremen. It's a bit too far away for it to be worth our taking the land. On the other hand, our agenda's about to run out, so I don't think there's any way we can stop that, unfortunately. With a negative war score, yeah, we're going to be dependent on whether France can beat Norway down in 3 months, but they're not going to. There we go. The agenda failed. Might as well take our time now then. It's Friesland. No, I don't think so. Not after you force us to fail our agenda. Oh, we can start another agenda, come to think of it. Okay, new farm estate, new university, or the Portuguese fleet. I kind of agree with the Portuguese fleet, but let's do nobility because they've been upset for quite a while. My geography skills are letting me down all over the place today. Am I going mad? Oh, there. Right. So they want a university. Easy enough. Seriously questioning my life choices. Not really, I'm just questioning whether we can really take that castle. Oh, good grief. To the high supply limit. Prestige from land battles, that's good. And thinking about it, papal blessing, yep, let's forgive usury again. Still got a fair few loans. Oh, this is getting a bit better at least. Okay, let's just make one claim and improve relationship with Pomerania because they might make a good ally. Successfully completed an actual agenda for once. If I have a new Norway, that's fine. Or at least I can't do much about it. can I force you to become a vassal? Apparently not, but I do not know why. I could take your land though. But it's not really anywhere near any of our land. Interesting. Are they already somebody else's vassal? Just wondering why that isn't an option. I've been paying enough attention to my alerts. So I'm going to accept those, even though it will probably be more efficient to get the Enlightenment first. Yeah, you see, that's not much of an offer. Alright, I'm just going to go with money, so they'll give us the money they can and transfer trade power. It's not much. So I guess I'm going to be looking for most of our gains from Norway then. So what can I get from you? I can't make you into a vassal, but I could get you to concede all of these colonies. The question is going to be whether our colonial nations are able to hold on to them. But seeing as we didn't have the agenda to fulfill anymore, I figured that would be more useful to us than taking land in Norway itself, even though it does give us the risk of Newfoundland becoming too powerful. But still, better them than Portugal. Okay, brilliant. I think we are going to stop there. So we're going to have a lot of recovering to do. We're going to have to do something about the revolution over in Kazan. I'm not sure if I can't just declare war on them, which I think will get rid of most of our issues in itself, and then just leave Austria to deal with it. It's not like they actually have any allies. This has clearly not been a good game for Russia. Ming kicked them out of Siberia, and now Kazan's taken most of their land. Oh well. Yeah, interesting. Still, think about that next time. I also want to think about attacking Frisia again. No longer allied with Norway, and unfortunately they can call on... Oh no, they can call on Friesland. Oh, they're co-belligerent though. So co-belligerent means they can call their allies, so you're generally better off attacking, or at least looking at attacking them themselves. Yeah, that would bring the Commonwealth in. So ideally we don't want that. And Aragon. Commonwealth and Aragon. Right, okay, so Friesland may be off limits for now, unless we attack one of their allies, like we were going to do with Norway. Most of our allies, unfortunately, are actually in the Holy Roman Empire. Tuscany, on the other hand, is not. But they are allied to the Commonwealth. So yeah, might have to rethink that, but on the plus side, we've made some pretty decent headway in any case, with Portugal constantly attacking us. So we might be able to manage without. It would mean that we're going to struggle to ever get our final colonial nation. Good grief. Peasants and separatists. That's not good. Although at least the peasants might help fight the separatists, I suppose. Yeah, we're slowly taking more land. I think in the north we're probably not even necessary now. I think the fight for North America is, if not over, at least even. But we need to try and do something a bit more decisive in South America, so still probably want one more fight before we consider the fight for the Americas to be more or less over. But yeah, I think next time is going to be about recovering and possibly making war on Kazan, just to get rid of this horrendous loss of prestige. And because I think Austria can probably take them on their own, so we won't need to worry. Might be nice if we could reduce our war exhaustion a bit, but maybe we can't afford to, because the prestige is just dropping and dropping. But not to worry, we'll leave that for next time. Oh, loans. Down to 14. Much, much better. In fact, so much better that I'm going to go back to +3 advisors across the board. We're still making lots of money, and now we're on +3, which is brilliant. Especially because we've still got Queen Anne, our amazing monarch, so the amount of monarch points we're getting every month are pretty big now. And the heir's still good, and he's still alive, which is great. So yeah, this time I really will leave it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.